Good morning. Good Tuesday morning to you. 8/2 of 2022. Sorry, the scrambler's going off like crazy this morning. Well, this new phone's got a good... I broke my other phone, so I just got me a new one yesterday. It's got a lot better picture. Anyhow, trivia question of the day. Who is Michael Jaco? Hint to the question, it's military related. Alright, so get on Rumble, you can find out quick, and a little bit of YouTube, but we're going into a period of time to where being on your knees is a very important thing when you pray right now. Don't ask me why, I just know. You press in, press in, press in. If you're not pressing in right now, more than likely you're gonna have no peace for the next few months, and because there is a disturbing rattling in people's spirits right now, and the only way you're gonna calm that down is through prayer, meditating on the Father. You know, a lot of people think prayer is I stop and I just throw up a request and I hope it gets answered. And you're wrong, because I see that practice more in church, especially in denominational churches, than I do anywhere. Most people only have a 5-minute prayer life. You know, the majority of saints, because they don't see it. They don't see it correctly. They haven't been taught correctly. Prayer is the number one thing missing from the churches. If you notice, how many prayer services has your church had in the last year? Okay? And how many people would show up to an actual prayer service, and how long would it be? You know, prayer is an intimate conversation, two-sided conversation with the Father. So prayer is an intimate, two-sided conversation, and it's meant to be to fellowship, to talk. And if you have a prayer life that is hit or miss, I can tell you that how to fix that, because I've lived this. Your prayer life answers are the result of your relationship. Get it? Your prayer life answers are the result of your relationship consistency. If you have a consistent relationship with the Father, you will have a consistent prayer life answer. And you will notice the more consistent, the more time you go to the Father, same time every day, spend time with Him, talk to Him, fellowship with Him, and or the Son or the Holy Spirit. They all three have a voice. They can all three talk to you, and you can address either one of them. You know which one to address for what. So, anyways, but a consistent prayer life will always have a consistent prayer result and answer. A lot of people wonder why some prayers get answered, some prayers don't. Most of the time, it's just the grace of God. If you're just throwing up shout outs, you know what I'm saying? And it's more or less, sometimes it'll be a prayer out of your flesh, which won't get answered. Sometimes it'll be a prayer out of your spirit instantly that will get answered right away. So, but anyways, you want to know all that out. You want to get both sides answered. Consistency, 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 consistency in your prayer life will fix all of that. It's one thing I make sure I do before I leave my house. I don't care what time it is. I will not get this car and go to work. Is I bow my knees before my Father and I have a conversation with Him and I invite Him throughout my day. If you start your day with something, more than likely you'll finish your day with it. I start my day off eating too, and guess what? I finish my day off eating. So, anyways, we're heading into a time. A lot of prophecies about to start being fulfilled. Are you ready? You know, Charlie Ward said this long ago. I mean, maybe a year ago. He said Russia would start this thing, and China would finish it. And no one could really see how or why. But China's about to finish it. And you never stop your enemy when they're destroying themselves. Remember that. Never get in the way of your enemy when they're destroying themselves. Don't hinder them. I bless you. I pray this finds you well today. Consistency in your prayer life. Don't let this world get you too busy. Don't let your life get you too busy. Who does not have 30 minutes in their day, in their morning, that they can't stop and pray? Spend time with the Creator, their Creator. When I first started doing this, and I got 2-3 weeks in, and I was building up my time in it, because you'll start with 30 minutes and you'll want to go longer. You're like, man, I got to do this longer. Next thing you know, you're at 2, 3, 4 hours. But the first thing that dawned on me is that I could not believe that I had been starting my days all this time before that period without doing that. I was convicted. I'm like, this my God gave me life and created me for such a time as this, and I couldn't, I was not giving Him any part of my day. Now that's grace. That's goodness. That's mercy. It's for Him to sustain me. A lot of y'all are searching for some answers that you're only going to find on your knees right now. Will you humble yourself out of your heartache, your hurts, and your pains, and get right back to that place where you know you should be, and work it all out? Don't search for it. A lot of times we get to searching for it through a word from someone else, or something at church or whatever, a word through the pastor at church. No, search that out. This is going to have to be worked out on your own. It's going to have to be worked out on your own. Your resentment, your hurt, your hate, your anger, your upset. You got to work that out. And what's sad is we can never see it on ourselves, but everyone else looking at us can see it all over us. So don't be deceived or fooled to think that you can't, that it can't be seen, that people can't see your hurt, your hate, your resentment for one gender a little more than the other. And there's only two, male or female, because of the harm another man or woman has done you. I bless you. I pray this finds you well. Get on your knees. That's the moral of this. Love you.